Hey everybody, welcome back. The long-promised video on my 1/7 scale Jeanne Alter Avenger version by Aniplex is finally here. Sadly, one of her parts did break, but it's fixable. But yep, that's what comes with moving this figure a little bit too much. I don't like taking her down or anything just because of how much support she needs and how much pressure gets put on certain points, but it happened, so I'll just have to, I'll show you the part later. Anyway, so let's get into it. This is the 1/7 scale. Jeanne Alter by Alter is the figure company. And Imai is the sculptor. Tetsumori Nanami, color producer. Yagu Toshiyuki is this another sculptor. And it's the Avenger version. This figure was very expensive. About $240 is what I paid without shipping. I think close to like $280 or $300 with shipping. So she was very expensive. And she came out in 2019. But still a magnificent figure, and I do have the Aniplex version down as well, so we can just kind of do some comparisons for detail, and see what an extra $100 gets you. So let's get right on in here with the fine details. As you can see, the armor here, specifically the side plating. Now I won't be picking her up, so I'll just have to try and put some pictures in onto the side here of what I'm talking about so that you guys can see. But the side plating here on her plates is very metallic looking. The dry brushing and stuff that they did here to highlight the high edges is very good in comparison to, say, this one, where it is done, but it's done a little bit differently. It doesn't have quite the metallic kind of feel that this one has. So that's a big difference here in between the two Jalters. The flag shading is different on this one. It's actually a lot darker and a lot different. For instance, I will try and turn her so you can see the flag as close as I can. So if you can see how it's a lot darker along here, where it's kind of, the lighting is kind of getting changed in comparison to this one, where it's sort of, I'm not going to be able to put in front, where it's kind of sort of the same color, if you can see here. Not big, not a huge change in coloring or anything. Yeah, there is shading and stuff, but it's not crazy. So, same thing with these symbols here. I'll probably have to take a picture again, just because of how this figure broke. And it's on her flag that broke, actually. Let me see. So yeah, the figure itself, the pole is metal, same as the other Jalter here. So the flag pole is metal again, which I like, because it means it's not going to go anywhere. Let me pull this out. Shouldn't be that stand anymore. Just let it go. Take some weight off of her, and I can show you. So this is one of the supports that you get for her flag. Put this back in, and then yeah, so the flag here, the detail on it, on the lettering, or the symbol, and then you turn around the back here, and again it's a lot darker with quite a bit more detail in it than the other one has here, where it's not quite as dark. I should be able to get there now because I don't have the other one in the way. So it's not quite as dark as the other one here, you'll notice. And so the quality, and actually I might be able to show you the platings now too, since our flag's missing. So you know, on here there is highlighting and stuff, but it's not as vibrant and it doesn't accent the high points to the degree that this one does. She is heavy. Her outfit is a huge chunk. So you see the metal highlighting, so hopefully you can see that pretty good. And then just her outfit in general. She does have another support back here for you to put underneath her cape there. And you see right here is where it broke. It's supposed to be a support for the flag that attaches right there. So I can probably just take some needle nose or something, pull this piece out, and super glue it back in, put it back, and pretty much never touch this figure again. Because yeah, the sword is very detailed. The highlights on the outfit itself is spectacular. The pinks and the reds and the fiery color, the edges here, how it's kind of looks torn up and stuff, is very nice, considering she's supposed to be the altar version for Joan of Arc. So the altars are typically their evil desires, basically. It's the holy Holy Grail corrupted them, basically, and basically brought out their other side. So yeah, her smirk is probably one of my most favorite traits about the Jalters. Is just that smirk that she's got. She's got that evil kind of grin on her face, which is just so amazing to see. So yeah, this is a fantastic figure. I will say, like I said, one of my least liked details on this figure is definitely how big it is. Like the flag. I wish something could have been done differently to get the flag more support somehow, or a point in it, or just something, because that is probably the hardest thing to have. I mean, it's so heavy and it just wants to bend, and it's just difficult, and finding where to put this can be a little bit difficult because there's no set point. So yeah, probably my biggest dislike. But other than that, is it worth the $240 that's paid? Yes, I definitely believe it warrants the $240. The amount of detail that went into this figure, the size of it, the weight of this figure, it's a huge chunk of plastic. This flag is huge. Everything on this figure, I think, is definitely worth the $240 that was paid for it, and it's not even the most expensive one. Recently there was a $320 Jalter figure announced, and yes, I did go ahead and order it. So when that gets here someday, I think it's due to release next year, but with how figure releases go recently, I wouldn't expect it until late next year. So anyways, you'll see a review of that one though as well when it comes out, and I'll probably bring, I lied, I'm not going to bring this one down and compare it to, so we'll just have to link that video. But if you're interested in this Jalter, I do have a video review that I did on her, so you can get a little bit up close with her. Other than that, I hope you guys stick around, and we'll check out some of the other videos that pop up here. And if you like what I do, subscribe to the channel. If you have questions or anything, feel free to leave a comment below. Other than that, I'm going to be doing a little mini video series on some Azure stuff, kind of between these big releases, and kind of break up the all the old figure reviews that I'm doing in hopes that I get some new ones soon. So anyways, I'll talk to you guys later, and you have a great rest of your day, and till next video. Peace.